Hello.
Is it spooky in here or is it just me?
Is it Halloween or is it Monster Ween?
I don't like that one bit.
I didn't either. I was literally thinking before we got on the call. I was like, I'm already trying to think of episode names, and I was like, Monster Night, Monster Ween, and then I was like,
Not the
Monster,
monster ween.
Monster Ween sounds insane.
No.
Monster Night, Happy Halloween. There we go.
Happy Halloween, everyone. I saw something today. I think it was on Instagram, and it was like, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Hallowed be thy ween. And it was
funny.
like, my what? Your ween.
Hallowed be thy ween. That's
Hallowed,
funny.
That's the name of this episode. Hallowed be thy ween.
That's cute. Okay, well, I'm ready to talk about this. It was a lot. Overall, really, really enjoyed the night a lot. I had a great time watching. It really got me in the Halloween spirit because I feel like I really didn't do that many Halloween activities this year. And this was something to cap off the season.
So, really quick before we start this, I just want to let everyone know that Brendan is working on, call him Mario or Luigi because he's a plumber right now. We have our guest bathroom toilet is making the weirdest sound. And so he went to Home Depot and is working on fixing it. So if you hear any flushing, banging, screaming,
Crying
cuss
for
words,
help.
Yeah, just know that that's what's going on.
Okay.
It's very spooky in this house right now.
Thank you for the warning. I'm very sorry about that. There's nothing worse than a leaky toilet.
Yeah. So I had a great Halloween today. We dressed up at work. Our boss was Gru and we were all minions, so that was fun.
That's really fun.
Like his wife filled in his eyebrows really dark for him and everything. It was so, and he wore, thank God it was cold today. We had like this huge cold snap in Memphis. And so it was like, excuse me, I'm having some gnarly heartburn because we ate pizza for dinner. So
I'm yawning. Like at the whole time you were talking, I could like, it was like it sounded like I was underwater because I was yawning so hard. Like we're at 50% right now.
Yeah, this is Halloween when you're over the age of 25.
Yeah.
Seriously. But yeah, he was like wearing a scarf and jacket all day, and I was wearing we were all wearing like suspenders and stuff because we didn't have overalls. And I had like a yellow beanie. It was a very sweaty office today.
I bet. That's funny.
So there's not a ton of news this week. Unfortunately, we had some very sad news from Harry. His French bulldog, Bean, passed away.
That he literally got 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, she was a little puppy. And I didn't know that this was a thing, but apparently it's a thing. If they fall off of an elevated surface, like, because you and I both are cat people. Like, we've always had cats, and cats land on their feet. But French bulldogs, I guess, the way they're built are so heavy that when they fall, they typically will land on their back. And unfortunately, she I think fell off the couch, and
it's so devastating.
It's very sad. So
I feel bad for him.
So sad.
Yeah, that's really, really sad. Ugh.
And
he had a rough week.
He really did. And then Kyle Richards responded to the Mauricio Emma gossip and was basically like
on
upset.
Watch What Happens Live, right?
Right. I think that's correct. I don't watch What Happens Live. So your guess is as good as mine.
That's what happened. Andy asked her how she was feeling, and she just said she was feeling hurt.
Yeah, which, again,
okay,
we don't know the whole story, but interesting. Seems interesting, and I find it interesting.
Yeah.
And then, so apparently, normally Halloween night is just like Halloween night, and like they'll reference like Dracula or what, like they can reference like specific scary movies or shows, right, like all kinds of stuff. But because of the SAG strike going on right now, I didn't understand. And someone asked if they were like, does SAG own Halloween? And apparently Brittany Rogan explained this in the Facebook group that movies or TV characters, like if you dress up as them for the show, you would be considered promoting it, which is not allowed during the strike. So that's why we got the generic Monster Night this week.
Right.
So thank you, Brittany Rogan, for your service, because I
read
the title of the article and did not read it because I'm bad at my job.
Well, we also had a guest judge that is most known for her roles in multiple movies and shows, Niecy Nash. And that was interesting, too, because you would think that that could be considered a violation of the strike for appearing on TV, but I guess not. So
I don't know. I'm not
all the rules are so convoluted, and it's changing every week, and the strike has gone on for so long that it feels like there's a new rule every week about what they can and can't do. But either way.
Also, they didn't promote that Niecy Nash was going to be the guest judge. It like came out today, I feel like. Yeah. It like came out of nowhere.
I didn't see it until yesterday or day before.
Yeah. So it was new news. It wasn't like the Michael Strahan week ahead promotion that we got. But they also didn't release this week's lineup until
which was also
put
weird.
It out on Wednesday after the or like Tuesday after the show ends for the next week, but we didn't get it until this weekend, I think.
So yeah, Monster Night. It was Monster Night.
Last thing, shout out to Laurel Rowell. She's in our Facebook group, which as always is from Lynn, the 10 DWTS. It's the best place ever. She's one of our very own. She had a mastectomy this morning, but still was in the Facebook group. She was like, I'm not missing this. I love Halloween night. This group is best. And so just like sending so much, like, first of all, you're a badass. And second of all, you know, sending so much healing and good vibes and good energy, thoughts and prayers, all of that to you.
Yeah, and the last day of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I don't know necessarily Laurel's full story or anything like that, but it's a great reminder to go get your mammograms and do that, especially if you are a woman that is, you know, getting a little bit older. It's important to take care of ourselves and do that. So yeah, happy last day of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and good for you, Laurel. We're so proud of you, and thank you for letting us in and telling us that. We admire you and your strength a lot.
And we're so glad that you were still able to join us for Monster Night. You know what? They did the mash. they did the Monster Mash.
They did the Monster Mash for sure.
And then last thing, hey, all of you parents or soon-to-be parents, teach your kids to say thank you and be polite.
Oh, gosh.
We had some trick-or-treaters tonight that were just so rude. And I was like, what the heck? I'm going to start individually handing out candy based on manners.
You should.
Instead of letting them grab a whole honking handful and not even say, happy Halloween trick-or-treat. One kid said, happy birthday. I mean, happy Halloween.
Oh, that's cute. One thing about me is I will never be shy about telling a kid to tell me thank you. Well, I did my time. I was a thank you kid to the furthest extent. And so, hey, I will always, I'm not scared to tell a kid to tell me thank you. Much less if
I'm still a thank you kid.
Have you seen the price of Halloween candy these days? Y'all better say thank you.
Yeah, in this economy, I got that good shit for y'all. Your little grubby hands on my candy bowl. If you're not gonna at least speak to me,
that's really fun.
That's
some kids for sure. Yeah, you can always tell when it's the bad attitude. Those kids.
So should we just go ahead and get right into it?
We should. It's time to dump into these dances.
Do you want to talk about the judges' costuming first so we can get that out of the way?
Sure. Carrie Ann definitely seemed, she was Ice Queen. She is sometimes she has a heart of ice. So that worked for her. I thought Derek, his hair was like so many different colors. It was very interesting. Uh-huh. His makeup is always interesting to me, but I thought he looked good. I also thought Carrie Ann looked good, but poor thing, you could see like the extensions in the back of her hair. And usually it's like she either has an incredible wig or she has a terrible wig. And tonight's wig was really bad.
She looked like, do you know the like claymation Santa Claus movie?
No, there's
the Winter Warlock. It's like the story of Santa Claus. Santa Claus is coming to town, and there's the Winter Warlock, and he's wearing all the ice and stuff, and he like say that's what she looks like. Google it. Google an image of Winter Warlock. Santa Claus is coming to town right now, and tell me that's not what she looked like.
Okay, well, I thought Bruno was best dressed, and Niecy looked cool, and she was talking about not wearing the Spanx, and I'm cackling at the Winter Warlock. That is that is so funny. That is so funny.
Spot on.
And he's a villain, so it matches.
Yeah, and then he becomes a good guy. So maybe next week she'll have her redemption.
She probably will. She ebbs and flows.
Yeah. And Derek was Black Swan. He looked cool. Niecy was Jessica Rabbit, which is like with no Spanx. And then Bruno was just like
sexy spider sheer Spider-Man.
Somebody said that Bruno just loves to have his nipples.
He does, and Bruno's like where's the lingerie rack in costuming, because I just want to wear that, and he gets his way.
I know
he rocks it every time. He looked good.
I loved it. And so, okay, I just needed to talk about that because there were some interesting fits going on. And then Julianne and Alfonso looked great.
Julianne looked really rocking, and Alfonso looked sharp, as he does.
Sharp-dressed man.
Sharp-dressed man.
You know who was not a sharp-dressed man?
Who?
Jason.
Poor Jason. He was looking rough.
So I didn't even know this because I haven't been on social media a ton today, but he and Daniela made a TikTok about exactly what I thought he looked like. So he looked exactly like that kid from the viral news clip where they're at ZombieCon, and the girl's like, I'm here with my new friend Jonathan, who just got his face painted. Jonathan, what do you have to say? And I like turtles. And she's like, okay, having a great time at Zombie Fest. He looked exactly like that kid.
No, he really did.
But apparently that wasn't an original thought from me, because he and Daniela had filmed like a dubbed TikTok of that soundbite from that clip. So he definitely like leaned into that character, which was killing me.
That was good. Do you want to talk about their dance? Let's see. Hold on. Okay, they had a contemporary to the song Zombie by the Cranberries.
So I know that we are gonna, what was it that you said last time? Spar about this?
We might spar. Oh, you think we're gonna spar?
I think so, because okay, so for me, a contemporary has to tell a story. It's like that's the whole point. And this didn't tell a story. It was so literal to me, except for they kept calling them mummy zombies, and I was like, what the hell is a mummy zombie? Like, isn't a zombie one thing and a mummy's another thing? I don't know. Whatever. They were a joint venture of those two things, but they didn't tell a story to me. And I thought it was so literal, the fact that, okay, here they are, they're dressed like zombies, they're doing zombie movements to the song Zombie by the Cranberries. Like, it was too literal.
Okay.
And I didn't like that. But I did think that the dance was really good. It's just after, like, I feel like Halloween is the night where we see so many breakout dances that just, like, make you, like, so, like, oh my God, this was their breakout moment. And I didn't feel that for him. And I'm starting to kind of wonder if he's just going to be a really good dancer the whole time, or if he's going to, like, really take it to that next level.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. It was a lot of, I felt like a lot of it was being overperformed instead of looking natural. However, I thought it was a very strong start to the night. I thought it started Monster Night off really well. It looked like it was a challenge for him to kind of step away from more of the technical stuff and, like, really act and let go. I also think kind of having the more awkward personality, I don't know, it just didn't really translate well into a contemporary. But Daniela killed it with the choreography. I still thought it was so entertaining and so good and so strong. By the end, obviously we didn't know what the end of the night, how we were going to feel about all the dances, but I just thought this was one of the strongest dances of the night.
No, I agree with that. And the judges did too.
Yeah, I agreed where Derek said that it looked like a monster yoga session because a lot of it was very yoga-esque. The makeup, I kept saying, or I kept notating this throughout the night, but his makeup was just insane. It was insane.
I like totals.
He looked so scary in the makeup, but they got all nines across the board, a 9 from everyone, 36 out of 40.
I feel like that was a fine score. Like I said, it was a really good dance. But to just come right out of the gate with such high scores leaves things kind of like, it made me nervous for the rest of the night.
Totally.
So I was like, if this is where we're starting, like, and I didn't think that this was like a showstopper, I was nervous, especially since this whole season we've kind of talked about judging inconsistencies with like either, their comments being one thing and their scores being another, or it's like totally lowballing someone like we've seen a couple of weeks this season. So I was just kind of nervous, but as looking back now, I feel like that's a pretty good score for what the night had to hold.
And I forgot to say this too. The lifts, definitely, he did not make the lifts look easy. He looked like he was fumbling around with those lifts a lot. And that's definitely...
Yeah, you could see the effort.
He's definitely going to need to work on that.
But he's only ever lifted his cat and his guitar, so...
Poor guy. And yeah, like Daniela weighs more than that, but okay.
I'm pretty sure Millie weighs, and Oliver both weigh...
Millie literally weighs more than Daniela. I'm looking at her right now. Okay. Next up, we had... Allison and Sasha, they had a Paso Doble to Supermassive Black Hole by Muse.
I didn't realize until someone called it out in the Facebook group that this is the damn song from the Twilight baseball scene.
Wait, it is the song? No, it's not. We were saying...
Yes, it is.
No way. We were saying
yes,
that it
is.
looked like the Twilight baseball scene.
I'm about to look it up. I swear.
That dance looked exactly like Alice serving the first pitch to the family, to the Cullens. Like the dance looked exactly like it. Was it really the song? Okay, well, I'll go while you're Googling.
Yes, this is the song. Supermassive
so no
Black
wonder
Hole.
It looked just like her dance. Like
I think she wishes it looked like she threw her leg up there like Alice does. Like it. They dressed her so matronly.
What her costuming gave her a disadvantage.
And then that wig, what
bad,
so bad.
Yeah.
Somebody said this outfit looks like it came from the Kohl's clearance rack.
Well, she was trying to channel her Buffy the Vampire Slayer acting skills. Last week was so much better than this. I thought she took steps back from last week because last week it gave me hope that she was really improving, and this week I don't know. Yeah, there was movement and there was content, and sure, she moves around the dance floor a lot, but the beginning was so painful to watch with the skirt when she took the skirt off and her legs,
the capes.
Your feet are supposed to be touching in Paso. Like your balls of your feet and your ankles or whatever, your heels are basically supposed to be touching. Her feet were like hip width apart, wider. It was like she just doesn't connect for me. However, I will say she is not a dancer and she is trying really, really hard. And last week she showed a lot more potential than she did this week. And I think that's another reason I just hated this dance because it just made me cringe again. And last week I actually enjoyed watching her. And then this week I hated the dance.
I think it was like a combination of so many things that give me the ick. Like, again, here we have a prop with the skirt cape moment, which I totally understand. Paso Doble, the skirt is like the moment. It's like a Matador's cape. Got it.
Sure.
However, when you've done something with a prop every single week of your competition, it doesn't even mean anything anymore. It's just like, oh, here she is. She can't do anything without a prop. And that's not on Allison. That's on Sasha.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it was okay. It was cool. Like it's very visually, like aesthetically pleasing and it is on brand for the dance. So I'm not going to like knock them for that really. I think the ick though of like the song from the Twilight baseball scene, which is heinous, especially heinous. And then the costuming, the wig was atrocious. Okay, this is no shame to her, but like put her in a sports bra if you're going to have her wearing just like a little sweater, because the sweater puppies were out and about.
Oh gosh, I
bouncing
know.
around. And I was like, this, like, what is this? This is not
They didn't dress her
nice.
right. Yeah, she wasn't.
No, there was nothing scary about it except for how ugly that freaking outfit was.
Yeah.
And then they just shoved those fake teeth in her mouth. Made her.
Yeah, that has to be miserable to dance in.
Well,
and she kept trying to show them. She kept trying to show them even during the dance, and it was just making her look constipated.
Amy Linder said whatever she's doing with her mouth makes her look like a pug with a massive underbite. And then Lexi Lay came back and doubled down and said an elderly white Shih Tzu with crust in its eyes.
not a crusty white dog for Allison.
Oh,
she's
man,
better than like, this dance.
She is so much better than this. And, you know, I'm constantly the person who's pro people who don't have dance experience. And I'm with you. Last week was leaps and bounds better than this. And I don't who's at fault here. But there was also like no body contact.
None.
They left so much room for Jesus.
And I'm sorry,
that
but
dance.
Again, we had the 4-year-old dance chair moves again.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So I just really want, and I think a lot of this does fall on Sasha. Like, obviously, he can only choreograph to like her ability, but it's like he's just,
where's the creativity? Like what are you doing?
Instead of asking her to rise to your expectations, he's just like, well, we suck, so I'm not going to put a lot of effort into this. That's what it feels like. That's what it comes across.
But it was apparent, like, of course, when he was saying she comes an hour early, she comes an hour earlier, she's working so hard, and I truly believe that. Like,
I do too,
because it takes a lot of guts to get up here on, while I might really not be able to stand most of her dances, it takes so much to be able to do this show. And I really do admire her. And I think she's an amazing person. And I hope that she gets a really good acting job when she's off the show and the strike is over.
Yes.
Okay, scores. She had 7 from Kirian, 7 from Derek, 7 from Nisi, and a very, very generous 8 from Bruno.
That was fine with me. I'm glad that we're past the point of the season where like the judges are just gonna like shit on somebody and give them like faves and stuff.
Thank God.
So,
yeah.
I was happy with that.
7 is the new 5.
Yeah, she didn't do anything wrong. Like there's no blatant mistakes. It just isn't very good. And we're at the point in the competition where like people are you kind of the men are getting separated from the boys here, you know? So I think her time, as well as some other folks, are just coming to an end based on skill and ability.
Yeah.
But that's nothing against her. And she's still made it really far.
Yep. And we'll see how much further she goes.
We will.
Okay. Next up, we had Sochi and Bao, a contemporary to Game of Survival.
I'm obsessed with this.
It was so good. So good.
Costuming, nailed it. She looked kind of like, I don't know what they put in her hair, but she looked kind of like the girl from The Ring a little bit, like just that
Samara.
Kind of wet. Yes. Shout out to you. Sorry, I didn't know your name. But please don't.
No, please don't.
On my
no,
TV
don't say
tonight.
It 3 times fast or whatever it is. Don't.
No, that's the mirror lady.
It's when she called and she would call. Samara would call and say,
you have 7 days.
Yes.
You had to watch her video. You had to watch her videotape first.
You will
so we're in the
7
clear.
Days. Yes.
Right. We're okay. No VHS in this house.
That's so funny.
We're good. But she was so creepy, and it was so like, it literally gave me goosebumps. It was so stunning. She did have a couple of wobbly turns, and then it turned out that like she may have potentially like had a minor injury there. Which when you're dancing barefoot, like on a hardwood floor, I mean, sometimes it just doesn't flow correctly. But I loved this dance. I thought it was so badass. Mm-hmm. What did you think?
I think it was my favorite dance of the night. I thought her acting, like she said in her package, that her acting skills are going to make this, she's going to use that to her advantage to tell a story. It was incredible. I loved how they started with the cape. Val was so creepy hot, but I could not look away at this dance, and I can't wait to watch it on repeat. She's an artist. She's so talented. She's flexible. She's quick. She learns well, I think. And her and Val just have such a good partnership. So I was really, really impressed with her.
And the judges seem to love it too. I am really surprised because, and I agree with you. This had what Jason's dance was missing. I followed the storyline, and she like, I don't know if it's because I don't know what the secret sauce is there.
Yeah.
But she is, I think, dance ability, they are very evenly matched, her and Jason.
Mm-hmm.
And so for her to have the same style of dance as him this week and come out, and I thought she'd just like, if it had been a head-to-head competition, she would have, you know, come away with the victory easily. So I was really surprised that the judges only gave her 1 point higher than him.
Yeah, so she got where is it? A 9 from Carrie Ann, a 9 from Bruno, a 10 from Niecy, and a 9 from, I'm sorry, and a 9 from Derek.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, that was right. Yeah, so she got a 10. I was really, after the feedback, I really thought Carrie Ann was going to give her a 10, and then she didn't give her a 10. So that was interesting, but she got a, what is that? 37 out of 40.
37.
So really high score, and it was well deserved.
I agree. I think it could have gotten at least 2 10s. Honestly, it was so good.
I did too.
And then we went from a high to a low.
Harry and Riley, they had an Argentine tango to Blinding Lights by District 78.
This was weird, huh?
It was really weird. They were unrecognizable, their hair and makeup.
I'm concerned for their skin getting all of that shit off.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see, because I can't wait to see like the aftermath if their skin is still dyed another color tomorrow.
Well, poor Riley won't be able to tell because she's gonna have to scrub her face so hard that it'll be pink anyway from trying to get the pink off.
No, truly. I thought that it really, I did like the concept. I liked the alien, like supernatural. I enjoyed that. I liked
they came out of the corn.
Oh my god, the corn face was very funny. The children of the corn. But it almost looked like too, they weren't set when the dance started. Like it looked like she was supposed to be on his back before the camera panned to them. And it was like he was trying to get her up on his back before the dance started. But then again, I was like, is that a flub? Like, are they just messing up? Were they not ready? I don't know what's going on. So from the beginning, I was like, oh no, it feels kind of off. We know that Harry had a hard week, and he said that he was really upset for everyone calling him out for just standing there while Riley danced around him. I thought this week there was a lot more. He moved a lot more this week, but he still just wasn't moving enough. But what he did do was better than what he's done in the past. So that's my opinion, is that he still looked better, even though he's still not doing that much.
So here's something that I think is his biggest problem. So obviously there are people on the show who have no dance experience, little to no dance experience. For everyone has kind of, even Allison, who is, I feel like, pretty even keeled with him as far as like just raw dance talent.
Raw talent.
Right. She has just kind of taken this and is making the most of it and focused on having fun. And that's playing to her favor, I think. Mm-hmm. He is so focused on succeeding that he's getting in his own way. And if he just had fun, like he did Toy Story week, I feel like he would kind of shake off all this pressure and do a lot better, because dance is an emotional thing. Like it's supposed to be, it's not supposed to be competition level in this setting.
Yeah.
Like you can want to win, but still focus on having fun. And he's so focused on other people's opinions, as well as, I think he's his own toughest critic, and he's got to lighten up if he wants to have a shot. And it's not his fault. I'm very self-critical, like for sure. And we watched Lele go through this on herself 3 or 4 weeks ago, where you just get in your head and it directly affects your ability to perform.
Totally.
And we see, and we have seen in past seasons, when you're really, really, really damn tall like that, most of the female pros are pretty petite. And, when you have like the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's or the Lamar Odom, like the super, super tall guys, they tend to struggle because you're having to dance down, which is unnatural. And that's fine. People can work through it, but I think he's got to get out of his own way first.
Yep.
His footwork needs a lot of help. And I think it's because obviously, like, he was a party boy. Like, he goes to clubs and stuff. Like, unless I've never seen him at the club, but I'm sure, I'm sure he doesn't just stand there like a bump on a log. Like, you would think he would have some kind of natural rhythm. And if he doesn't, that's fine. But like loosening up and just going with it and being like, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Right.
Would help him a lot.
I could not agree more. That was a perfect way to summarize it. So he got 7s across the board.
28.
He 7'd it up. He was 7 up. He was 7 up this week.
7 up.
He was 7 up this week at 28 out of 40.
And then I'm fine with that. I want him to just let it go. Channel his inner Elsa and let that shit go he can do the best that he can. We're rooting for you, Harry. I like him. He's a nice guy, but damn it, dude, you gotta get out of your own way.
And let me also say, I'm rooting for all of them. Like, I know that I rag on Allison a lot because I just don't think she's good. And same with Harry. Like, I don't think he's great either. But of course, if they're going to be around, I want them to get better because we have to watch it. So it's like,
yeah, I want everyone to do well and I want everyone to have fun.
Right. Exactly. Okay. Next up, we had Barry and Peta. They had a Viennese waltz to It's a Man's World by James Brown.
So he was the big bad wolf, allegedly, and she was Little Red Riding Hood.
Allegedly.
It
was giving Cat.
It was giving Stevie Nicks.
It was giving Cats the movie, the live action version.
Oh God, we don't speak of that. The costuming for this was really bizarre. And then he took his weird mustache thing off, as well as the fedora. Shout out Fedora.
We got a Fedora account, add one.
Unfortunately, wrong guy, but that's all right.
We're going to have to start just counting fedoras.
Well, you got one every time from Great You Live, baby. But he took that off, but they left the wolf, quote unquote wolf, eyebrows on him, and he looked like Johnny Rose.
It was so funny.
For the Monster Mash-a-thon. What? The thing at the end. And, okay, so I'm obsessed with this. This man, just look at this man eat.
Yeah.
Like, he's a whole dancer. Full out performance. He says full send every week. Whether it's great, whether it sucks, he goes for it 110% every single time. And that, I think, is why people love him so much.
And he is having fun.
Yes. Barry and Harry need to have, like, Derek said Lele and Charity should have a rehearsal together. Barry and Harry need to do the same thing.
They should. I think Harry can learn a lot from Barry. I thought that the mustache and the look was going crazy. I could not stop staring at it. I love that he gets so into all of his characters. He just eats it up. He loves it. He's like, oh, I'm the werewolf this week. Okay, perfect. 100%. Like, my personality is werewolf this week. Like, he is just all in. I think he has musicality. He has the performance element. He is so much more entertaining to watch than so many of the other couples. Even if it's not the best dance I've ever seen, I'm still so happy to see him on my screen. I'm not even watching Peta. I'm watching Barry. When Harry and Riley are performing, I'm watching Riley. When Allison and Sasha are performing, I'm trying to look away from Allison and just watch Sasha. Like, when Barry's on my screen, I'm all in on Barry, just like Barry's all in on Dancing with the Stars. And I couldn't be more proud of him. And I was really happy that he had a good week this week.
Same. He did miss his howl cue.
Oh my God, poor guy. Yeah.
It was, and they like zoomed in on his face. Oh! It was painful. Like that Maroon 5 song, Animals.
Yes.
Oh!
I also really liked the theme. I liked that Little Red Riding Hood and werewolf. I loved the that thing.
It reminded me of Jordan Fisher and It was a paso doble, and it was badass.
So good.
And Lindsay was wearing lingerie, but that's different. Sorry, I just like was going down memory lane there. I thought that the disrespect shown to this man at Derek Huff was uncalled for and rude, and I'm over it. Put some respect on Barry's name, or the Barry Bunch
will come for you. Derek, if you're listening.
Derek, I know you're listening.
I know you're listening, so it's really annoying for you to give Barry a 7 when it was not deserved. He should have ate it up this week, and you ruined that. Yeah,
so you're saying Barry's dance was equally as good as Harry's dance? Get the hell out of here.
And worse than Allison's? Or what did he give Allison? Let me see. Oh, he gave Allison a 7. Okay, but Barry's was so much better.
Yes, and I don't know if it's just the performance value, but he was out there. He was waltzing his little ass off. So shame on you, Derek.
Yeah, 31 out of 40. I thought it should have been a 32 out of 40.
I'll agree.
Derek is the only one I have critique for right now.
Yeah, I have beef with Derek over that. Like,
Barry's bunch is coming. Barry's bunch is coming for him. Okay, next up we have Ariana and Pasha. They had an Argentine tango to Bad Guy instrumental by Billie Eilish.
This string cover was everything.
I think it was my favorite instrumental of the night. I think it was my favorite song of the night.
This was my favorite dance of the night.
Ooh, okay.
You know how I feel about an Argentine tango.
I should have known. I should have known.
They make me feel some type of way, and that type of way is horny.
That's funny.
I loved it so much. It was Pasha crushed it with this choreography. He threw in every single thing that the Argentine tango is all about. Because it's a very sensual dance. And like all the leg movements. It's so sultry. Like, oh my God, it was delicious. I was obsessed with this. I am so confused by the Harpy and Harpy Slayer situation. I don't know that. So that was a new term that I learned this week. Still, it's like a half eagle, half woman, but then there's horns, I guess. I don't know. But she killed it. She's giving me kind of Maleficent vibes.
That's what I was getting. Yeah.
Yeah. She ate this shit up. I think Lynn would have loved it because it was so spot on choreography wise with what an Argentine tango is supposed to be. I was obsessed with it. I can't wait to rewatch it. It was hot. It was sexy. It was fantastic. I was so blown away by them. But at the same time, I have that thing where like, damn it, apparently, according to her website, she's a 2-time dance champion. So like,
I'm a little know what that means. Like, what championship?
I'm just so conflicted because I'm like, no wonder you're crushing it if you're a 2-time dance champion, allegedly. So that's my thoughts on that. Go ahead.
It was very good. Very sexy. Very, very sexy. She looked so light on her feet and just so graceful. I thought it was just packed full of content. It was flawless execution. I thought that I love I don't know what they're called, but whenever the male partner in an Argentine tango kind of lifts them up quickly on their hips and the girl just kind of does a quick kick with her toes. I just absolutely loved it. And she did so many of those. However, the only negative thing I will say, even though as much as I loved the instrumental of the song, there were parts where I just wanted it to be a little bit faster, where I kind of felt like there was just like a slight dip in the momentum. But overall, it was an incredible, incredible dance. And it got me hype going kind of on the down slope of the evening because I knew we were getting close to the last of the couples, excuse me. And she has just really kind of solidified herself at the top of the leaderboard and the top of the pack. And I'm so happy for Pasha. We say that every week, but this dance, his partner, it was so good.
It was so good. And the judges agreed.
Yeah, she got a 9 Carrie-Ann, a 9 from Derek, a 9 from Niecy Nash, and a 10 from Bruno. She got her first 10.
Yep. 37.
So, that was exciting. 37 out of 40. Okay.
Then we have Lele.
Lele and Brandon. They had a paso to Bloody Mary, the TikTok remix by Lady Gaga.
here's what I'm going to say about this. And I am probably going to catch some flack, and I don't care. I don't care.
Flack.
Is that a thing?
I'm just chanting it.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Well, here I am. I'm getting on my soapbox. Okay. The Wednesday Addams of it all. I understand the show was humongous. It popped off. Jenna Ortega, fab. The dance scene, iconic. Awesome. It was just so everywhere at the time that it dropped that I'm over it. And like, I feel like they focused so much on the Wednesday Addams vibe for this that it took away from the actual dance. Like the production, the costuming, like they were like, okay, we're gonna make this dance about Wednesday Addams, the show, or Wednesday the show, and not really about you, Lele. Just like do your best, but like you have to do it to this. And then legend has it that Britt is still trapped in that spider web somewhere.
Oh, that was cool. Yeah. So I never saw the show. I know about Wednesday because it was it was a popular moment in pop culture, but I still never watched it. I
didn't either.
I just know Wednesday from the Braids, from the OG Addams Family, not from this new Netflix Addams Family stuff. But yeah, I feel like it was a little bit overproduced, but I still feel like this week, I don't think she was underscored. However, the past few weeks, I think Lele has been underscored. I think I was hearing what Brandon was saying when he was saying, we've been in the middle of the pack and I really want us to push to the top. I don't think this dance did it for them. I agreed with the judges where she's looking really kind of loosey-goosey sometimes, and she's not being as sharp as I know that she can. And because I don't disagree that she's a spaz sometimes, but I still think she's so good and she's such a powerful dancer, and she does bring the energy to the ballroom and people want to see her out there, and she's fun to watch. She just has flair, and Brandon has been doing really, really well with her. And so, I mean, I don't think she's going anywhere anytime soon by any means, but I really enjoyed this dance and I know she can do better. So I'm excited to see what else they come up with. And I'm happy that Brandon has made it past Halloween week this year.
Agreed. I also agree with the judges, Carrie-Ann especially. It pains me to say that, but the Winter Warlock got it
even
right
though some of them were a little bit rude in their delivery.
Correct. But she does make a good point. This was like a Paso Doble is supposed to be strong, sharp, powerful. This was a little frantic and a little on the sloppy side. I don't think it was full on sloppy, but she's right. You have to, especially in this kind of style of dance, complete one movement very clearly and powerfully before you move on to the next. So I think her scores were fair.
Yeah.
I feel like she was dealt a bad hand because I don't think that the song really lended itself to what they needed, if that makes sense.
And I think we've talked about this too, kind of at the beginning when she was getting a lot of the Latin dances that she performed really strongly. I think that the Paso was just a different type of challenge because of the overall, vibe of the dance. So I think it was more challenging for her. But so she got an 8 from Carrie-Ann, an 8 from Derek, an 8 from Niecy, and a 9 from Bruno. 33 out of 40.
And I feel like that's fair.
Yep, me too. I'm excited to see what she does next. Okay.
Yes.
So next up we had Mauricio and Emma. We had an Argentine tango to Somebody's Watching Me by Rockwell.
Can we not the ghost of Michael Jackson.
That was really funny. Like, oh, of course you sold Michael Jackson's house for him or for his estate.
While he was haunting it.
Yeah, literally.
Nice.
It was a cool story. I mean, it works for Halloween if you believe in ghosts, but
it was just so funny.
That is funny. And I do low-key believe him.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I've never thought about it. But then he said that and I was like, are we seriously talking about the ghost of Michael Jackson right now?
Literally.
Like, he just haunts the halls going,
Thrill, like the real life thriller
Truly.
dance. Yeah.
Truly.
Oh my God.
I love this song. The cover was interesting. The fact that he was a gourd matador was funny. Like, they literally had a whole ass, like, horn sticking
No,
through
that
his
was
heart.
weird.
He looked great. The costuming popped off. But I actually said this in the Facebook group, and then Derek said it in the judging. So I don't know if I've ever had an original thought in my entire life. But his frame and his upper body is so damn good. If his legs could just get it together, he would
Yes.
be at the top of the pack.
Truly, he would. I thought that he looked so good. We have seen so much growth from him from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I think he does have sharp movements. He has the sharpness. He has his head turns perfectly on beat. He is right there with Emma. I was thinking that there could be a little bit more content in this dance, and it was by no means my favorite dance of the night, but I thought he looked good and I enjoyed the dance.
I agree. I just, at this point, like we've said in the season, I think he's still towards the bottom just based on skill alone, but I think he's improving at a faster rate than like Harry or Allison. But I like, you notice in partnerships like Ariana and Pasha and Jason and Daniela, that, you know, if you do one movement, lift your leg, they both lift their leg to the exact same height at the exact same time and put it back down in sync completely.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell so much that Mauricio, like, they do the same move, but it's not to the same height. It's not at the same time.
Yeah.
It's not that mirror image that you typically see in ballroom dancing. So I think that's where he sort of is missing some skill. But I mean, I didn't think this was a bad dance at all.
No.
And the judging.
Okay.
I
So
have thoughts on that.
the judging, Emma Mauricio got an 8 from Carrie Ann, an 8 from Derek, a 7 from the guest judge, Niecy Nash, and an 8,
Garbage.
and an 8 from Bruno.
Okay, here's the deal. If you are brought in to be a guest judge, your job is to be the hype man, especially someone who's been on the show before, dude.
Yeah.
You know what it's like. You know how hard it is. You should be rooting for these people, and they literally bring them in to boost everyone's scores up. Like, did you not watch Michael Strahan's episode? He nailed it. He executed it perfectly. He understood the assignment. Niecy Nash, get that shit out of here. I just, so rude. So pissed. I was so pissed.
Yeah. She was eliminated from the competition in 5th place. So she did not, Niecy Nash, when she was on season 10, she was with Louis Van Amstel, and she was eliminated from the show before the finale. So she came in 5th.
Okay, well, that's great for her.
Well, I'm saying too, it's not like she won the mirror ball.
Yeah, no, and like,
and she was like, here's what it's gonna take. I'm scoring you lower than everyone else. Like, she literally just
get out of here with that shit. I was annoyed by that.
Yeah.
So last but not least, for the first round,
Charity.
We had Charity and Artem.
They had a jive to Skeleton Sam. And I want to say this before we move forward. I think it was rude to assign a jive on Halloween night when everyone else got either a contemporary, a paso, or an Argentine tango. And then there was one Viennese waltz in there for Barry. But I just thought, like, a jive, it just doesn't really fit what we're doing here. And you're not going to get the same opportunity for emotion with a jive. And you know what I think about jives? That and the quick step are some of the hardest dances you can do. So
yeah,
I thought she was already kind of at a bit of a disadvantage there. We got to see Artem, the drill sergeant, come out in the package. I thought they were perfectly in sync in the dance. The costumes really did not leave them any room for error. The skeleton, like, pants all the way down,
bodysuit,
that I feel like also played against their advantage. I thought we were missing a little bit of energy from Charity. I thought, like, she could have been, I don't know, because how is she going to smile when her teeth are on her lip? You know? So I don't know. I did not understand Niecy's commentary at all. I couldn't have agreed with her less on telling her that her legs weren't. What did she say about?
She said something about, well, I had to slide through somebody's legs, so if I can do it, then you should be able to do it. And I was like, that's some rude shit right there.
Yeah, like just because she's skinny, like I don't really get it. I don't know. I didn't get the joke. I didn't get the comment. But I enjoyed the dance. It was a very, very good quick step. Or I'm sorry, it was a very, very, very good jive. I just think that she was at a disadvantage from the costuming, the style of dance, and for it to go last, it really just didn't fit the Halloween vibe. And I think that was a disadvantage for her. But I thought it was interesting that Derek pointed out she should practice with Lele, that Lele could learn from Charity technique wise, and that Charity could learn from Lele and get a personality. I was like, what is going on here? This is savage.
God, so shady. I also felt like they did her a huge disservice with that like tulle half skirt thing.
That's what we wore to date parties in college. Like last minute addition to the t-shirt we were required to wear to every date party. Tulle skirt.
Yeah, just the tulle skirt, just because.
Yeah, but like
just because why not?
Because why not? But also just like the quick Hobby Lobby edition, and like it wasn't even. The skirt wasn't even cut at fair lengths. Like I don't know, it looked silly. And my friend Emily pointed that out too. She said it looked silly, and I agree.
This dance was just not my favorite. There was no one thing that stood out that I was like, ew, I don't like that. But just as a whole, it didn't give me that wow that I wanted, especially having literally cried to her dance last week. So I just was pretty disappointed overall. And then not the crotch shot with Artem's face and her legs at the end while she's doing a handstand.
It was weird. Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Like it, and then with the sound effects, like, oh,
like
break my back like bones. A glow stick. Daddy.
That's hilarious. That's funny. They got their scores. They got a 9 from Carrion, a 9 from Derek, an 8 from Niecy, and a 9 from Bruno. Again,
Niecy Nash. Oh my! Get out of here!
Get out of here!
See you never, Niecy Nash. You're trash.
And it was it was nice because she did offer good vibes at the beginning, and then towards the end, I was like, "Why are you giving low scores? What are you doing?
Like, you are missing the whole point why they brought you back."
Yeah, and like just give them a little bit of help here.
I would be so embarrassed because like obviously we have this podcast, so we're clearly professionals. LOL, just kidding. But if we came in and we're sitting with like real professional ballroom judges and we were judging them hard, like the celebs or the pros or whomever, harsher than the actual qualified people to do the job, I would be so ashamed of myself. Yeah. I would feel like, wow, I look like the biggest asshole on national television right now. Sick.
Yeah.
But she obviously didn't care because she did it 2 times in a row there.
Sure didn't. Well, then we moved into the marathon, the Monster-thon dance, where all of our couples had to do a hustle and a Charleston marathon to 2 songs. And we learned how the marathon dances worked. I think they kind of just started this like the past 2 seasons where they checkerboard the ballroom and everyone gets tapped out based on when the judges decide it's time for them to go, which I feel like is just so awkward. And it's fun to watch when it gets towards the end, but I don't really feel like it's fair at the beginning when they start kind of tapping people out. So
it stresses me out so bad. It is like a sensory overload. It is just so chaotic. I don't know where to look. I don't know what I'm looking at. And also the hustle, like, are you for real? Sarah Emily said, I did the hustle in my 3rd grade talent show.
That's funny.
Like, the hustle makes me think of like the stuff that people used to do at like weddings and stuff. Like, it just is so old school, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But like, it just felt very out of place.
Lots of just step clapping going on. Lots of step
Yes.
clapping happening.
And you know what? I think that should have been like Harry's time to shine.
Literally. But okay, so I have a list of who got tapped out in order. Barry and Peta got tapped out first. Shocker. Because the judges just literally have something against him, and I don't know what it is. Then Harry and Riley deserved. I was panicking because I was like, I just know that this is going to be another Allie Brooke situation where Allison is going to somehow manifest a win here, but she didn't.
No,
she
it's not Allie Brooke. It's not Allie Brooke that you're thinking of. It's Jesse James Decker.
It's Jesse James Decker on prom night. You're so right. But Allie Brooke won her dance marathon too. I'm telling you.
She did. But Jesse James Decker is the most recent one.
Okay, well, both. They both did the same damn thing. But Allison and Sasha got tapped out third, so they got 2 points added. Mauricio and Emma got tapped out fourth, 2 points added for them. Charity and Artem, fifth, 3 points. Jason and Daniela, they made it pretty far too, another 3 points. I thought Lele and Brandon might pull it out. I was cheering for them because I kind of thought Lele could really use that motivation, but she didn't. She got tapped out third to last, I guess, third place, 4 points. Ariana and Pasha, I thought they might also pull it out. They got tapped out in second place, fourth, and then, of course, our champions, Sochi and Val, where she faked us out earlier with an injury and then came back and won.
Yep. And she nailed it. I mean, they
killer. Killer. They are so good.
They really are.
She's giving Charlie D'Amelio.
No.
Like, that's how good she is.
I mean, yes, but in such a different way.
Yeah, but she's giving, like, about to be the breakaway for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so, too. Can we just talk about the Grim Reaper of it all?
Yes. Gleb.
Was that
the Gleb Reaper? The Gleb Reaper.
Yes. I was crying laughing. It was so good.
Yeah, it was really
That was
funny.
literally the only thing I enjoyed about the dance marathon.
That he literally would come and get them with his huge, like, spar, whatever it is. What do they call it?
What is it called?
What is the Grim Reaper's knife called? I can't wait to Google that. What is the...
I'm about to... Are you Googling
it?
It's called, like, a graph?
The scythe. The Grim Reaper's scythe. Scythe. Or simply called... Scythe. Oh, God. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I'm tired and I'm an idiot. But mostly I'm tired. Scythe. I'm sorry. The scythe was designed to carve a swath of death. What does this say? It's this...
Oh, my God.
The website I'm on is asking if I'm an adult or a kid. Okay.
I think you're a kid. You need to like delete your cookies and clear your cache.
I'm sorry. The scythe was designed to carve a swath of despair and destruction through the world of men, to blacken the skies and redden the seas.
Are you literally leaving the devil's website? Is this Satan? Is this Satan.com?
Leaving nothing behind but entropy and uncomfortable silence. I'm on the grimadventures.fandom.com.
You're on the Grim Reaper fandom. You're gonna go like scroll down another bit and it's gonna be like,
it's giving
fan fiction about the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, it's literally giving dresses as the Grim Reaper for the Renaissance Festival vibes website.
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I can imagine the coding on this is like super shitty as well.
Oh, totally. But now I know it's a scythe. I'm so sorry, and not a scythe. I hate myself, but that's
okay. I just realized while we were talking about Satan and the devil and the Grim Reaper that Hallowed be thy Ween is a play on Hallowed be thy name from the Lord's Prayer, not Shakespeare. You agreed with me.
Oh my God. I'm going to have a coughing attack because I'm laughing so hard. Oh my God.
How have I survived this long?
I don't know.
Truly.
I really don't know how we've done it.
You know what they say? If you're going to be stupid, you got to be tough.
Yeah, literally. Speaking of, let's talk about the elimination. So
that was tough.
That was also very tough. So we get our bottom three, which is not necessarily the bottom three.
But somehow it is.
But somehow it's necessarily the exact same mother effing people week after week after week. And this week, our bottom three was Harry and Riley. Shocker. Allison and Sasha.
No.
Allison and Sasha, absolutely floored.
Gasp.
Yeah. And then Mauricio and Emma, bottom three.
I mean, which, like, fair. They're literally the bottom three on the leaderboard as well. So, like.
Who did you think was going to go home?
I thought Mauricio was going to go home.
Did you really?
Yeah, I just had a bad feeling that the votes, because remember he was on the bottom at the first week. And so that made me think that the votes just aren't there for him, which is sad because I really do like him. And I think of those three, he is the best by quite a bit, which isn't saying a whole hell of a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like it was probably going to work out that way. I was sad. Emma was really sad. I feel like he had a good run. It's just at the point in the competition where, like, you very clearly have a bottom of the pack, and then you have, like, these people who are just leaps and bounds better. Like, it's not close anymore.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it's at that point where, like, Harry and Allison will be hopefully soon to follow. Not because I want them to do badly and not because I don't like them, but just because based on skill and growth, they're not meeting the same level as everybody else.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
And I'm at peace because I know Mauricio wasn't going to win. He would maybe last a couple more weeks. So I'm okay with it. I hate to see him go. One, because he's a zaddy, and two, because I just like him as a person. And I really liked this partnership for Emma. But it's not the end of the world for me. I will not lose any sleep over this decision.
No, me either. I'm with you. He would have gone home soon. But it does suck when there are other people that are worse than him. And I wish that he had a little bit longer. But, you know, it was his time. And I don't know what's going to happen next week. I mean, I don't know who's going to go home next, because I just really don't know. I'm getting more confused by this bottom three that's not necessarily the bottom three, but we want you to think it's the bottom three every week. And I don't know. I don't know.
I don't either.
Because they're not saying bottom two. They're saying bottom three. So who knows? I don't know. They're not even saying bottom three. They're just saying one person in this group's going to go home. And this isn't even necessarily the three people with the lowest scores.
Right.
So yeah,
I'm with you. It's very confusing, and I don't really know. And I know that a double elimination is coming at some point.
Yeah.
I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah.
But I don't know when that'll be.
And I don't know what is next week's theme.
Ooh, you don't ask me.
Okay, because I thought that they had. I know that Whitney Houston night is coming up, and then I also know that we're having, what's the other night?
Taylor Swift night.
And where has that ever been confirmed?
I don't know. Someone pulled it up today in the Facebook group. It's like listed.
Really?
I think it's week 9.
Well,
so then Whitney Houston would have to be next week.
I'm obviously a huge Taylor Swift fan, and I can't wait for that, but I just haven't seen that confirmed anywhere.
It could be a rumor for sure.
I feel like it's a rumor.
I don't know.
But I would absolutely be I'll be freaking out. It will be so fun. And I can't wait to just listen to all the covers.
Oh God, what said no one ever.
Yeah, literally. But another week in the books, another couple gone home. It always feels too soon. Like, I just don't know what's going to happen next. I don't even know who I want to go home next anymore, just because I'm not going to get my hopes up anymore.
Yeah. I feel at peace with this episode. I'm with you. The future is uncertain, and I'm nervous.
It sure is.
My Ween has been hallowed. That I know.
Your monster Ween.
Hey, you know what they did? They did the mash.
The monster mash. It's been completed, and I'm glad we could record this, and I'm glad we actually get it out on time. And happy Halloween.
Hell yeah. I made Brendan answer the door so much for the trick-or-treaters so I could try so hard to pay attention.
Obsessed. I'm obsessed. We did it. Another week in the books. I can't wait to see what happens next week.
Huzzah. Until next time.
Until next Halloween night. Monster night. Everyone.
No, not until we'll be back next week.
I know, but I'm just like saying, I'm bidding adieu to Monster Night right now.
Well, hopefully it won't be Monster Night next year. Hopefully it'll be a proper Halloween.
I hope so too. But anyway,
we used to be a country, a proper country.
Yeah, truly. Okay.
All right. Well, until next week, we don't know what it is because we don't do this full time, but it's going to be great and we're excited.
Love y'all.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.